is. But is it? Yes, it sort of is. But everything's changed. But, you know, whatever. I wasn't really going to have a Christmas with anybody anyway. Well, my flatmate. He's here. He's a person, I suppose. He's downstairs. He's going to go, what do you mean I'm a person, I suppose? And I'm going to be like, yeah, of course you're a person, of course you are, but I was expecting to spend it with lots of people, and I got lots of Christmas pudding. That's something, isn't it? Many Christmas puddings, all sorts of Christmas puddings. I got 4 Christmas puddings. I got given one in work that I can't eat. It's a special luxury plum pudding. And I've got one that is a tiny pudding, and I've got one that is a big pudding, and then I've got one that I ordered that's got cider in it, like British cider, which is alcoholic, which is not like American cider, I believe, which is just apple juice. Not the same thing at all, is it? Not the same thing at all. And is it apple juice? I'm always confused about that. There's always things about, oh, I'm going to have some apple cider because that's the non-alcoholic thing. It's like, yeah, cider is not non-alcoholic here. Cider is lethal. Cider is basically made with apple pips and rats and bits of old saw shavings off the ground and not alcohol, quite a lot of alcohol. But in America, no, it's not that at all. Is this coming in and out of focus? I keep looking and it seems to be jiggling about like it's missing frames. Or maybe that's just real life. Real life is missing frames. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Anyway, here we are. It's gone dark. It's gone very dark. I don't know why it's gone dark. Very strange. It's, what date is it? The 19th? Possibly the 20th. 20th. Is it the 20th? 20th. It's the 20th, which means that there's 5 days to Christmas. 5 days. And is anything different going to happen on Christmas? Not really, because there isn't. Christmas is cancelled. Christmas is just another day. Another day in paradise. Yes, another day in the whole situation that is 2020. It's not surprising, really. It's tier 4 in this place, which is London, and it's that other places too, which basically means you can't go anywhere or do anything or see anyone or really have any fun at all. Fun. So I've got one person watching me and they're not responding. Whatever. It's probably my flatmate downstairs going, why are you talking about me like that? Oh, what's the point anymore? I've wondered this to myself many times over the years, but especially this year. This year's very, but you know, it's fun, isn't it? Lots of fun. Next year, I've been offered a gig for next year. It's obviously an online gig, and I've got a month to prepare for it because I am going to, rather than do it live, I'm chickened out really, and I'm going to prepare it beforehand. I'm going in and out of focus again. I'm going to prepare it beforehand. Hiya! Yes, the point is whatever you choose. Very good, Mardy. Very good point. The point is whatever you choose. And I choose life. That is train spotting, isn't it? Choose life. Yes, this is depressing. Yes, choose a mortgage. Choose animal byproducts. Choose a carpet made of straw. Choose a mobile home in Tuscany. Choose a piece of chewing gum. Choose to chew it. Choo choo choo. Choo choo choo. Oh, the engine's coming back. Yay. Choo choo. It's gonna have Eddie Izzard and it's gonna have Keris Matthews. Eddie Izzard. News about Eddie Izzard this week. And it's gonna have Keris Matthews. News about Keris Matthews because they're in line for the engine. And other stuff as well. Other things have happened about Eddie Izzard. But I'll let you look that up and find that out for yourself. Anyway, I used to love Over the Engine. Over the Engine, for people that don't know, it's a sort of, it's not like Thomas the Tank Engine, but it's sort of similar. Oliver Postgate, which is, he made the Clangers and various, Bagpuss, which if you're American, you probably don't know what we're talking about here, what I'm talking about. But it's a thing where it had a Welsh steam engine and there was a soup dragon. That's the Clangers. There was a dragon in it, but it wasn't the soup dragon. It was a dragon that lived in a mountain. The soup dragon is a completely different dragon. Oliver Postgate obviously liked dragons. Oliver Postgate sounds an awful lot like Richard Dawkins. If you listen to it, it's very, very, very similar voice. So I like to imagine Richard Dawkins narrating Over the Engine and that sort of thing. Yeah, I think he... Anyway, I don't know why this is going darker. It's something very strange happening. I feel a bit weird. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. That would be a terrible end to 2020, but not unsurprising and not unexpected, and sort of how this whole thing is going, really. I went out to the shops yesterday, so that's the first time I've been to the shop since April, and it was horrible. Obviously I wore a mask, but there was a man going... But he had a mask on too, and he was looking the other way, so maybe that's alright. I use a load of hand gel, but now I'm like, oh no. But it's 2020. What a year! What a joyous year, full of surprises. Anyway, Over the Engine, that was very good because, yeah, Over the Engine, obviously nobody in it. Cerys Matthews is Welsh, and apparently a lot of the other people in the remake are Welsh, but I think it was just Oliver Postgate and a couple of other people doing really terrible Welsh accents, and it was quite offensive really when I was a kid, but we still liked it because it was Welsh, and there wasn't that much Welsh on the TV, and what was there was usually really, really taking the mickey out of Welsh people and making them look like idiots. It was always like, there was a man that had big teeth that used to be on it. He's like, oh, I'm Welsh, I am, I are. And he was in a lot of things. He had sort of glasses. It was always, I'm so stupid. So, tup, that's the word. My father said that today. He said, tup, I bet nobody knows what tup means. Tup means stupid. Very dim. Tup. So that's the word of the day. Anyway, Over the Engine was one of the only things that wasn't offensive about Welsh people, but the accents were pretty terrible accents, not at all Welsh. But Ivor the engine, he's going up the hill and he's going up the mountain, and the dragon is going to eat Ivor. No, he's not, because the dragon was a nice dragon, and the dragon lived on the mountain top. The dragon lived on the top, and the dragon went, oh, don't take my egg, I'm a dragon. And Ivor the engine went, chuff, chuff, chuff. Oh, Ivor said, we're going on an adventure. I don't actually remember anything about Ivor the engine except terrible accents. I don't remember anything that happened. There was a man that had little glasses in it that was the sort of like the fat controller in Thomas the Tank Engine, but he was not fat, he was just Welsh. And Ivor, who was like Thomas the Tank Engine, only Welsh, and that's all about. And a dragon. Oh, said the dragon. Oh, Borada. He didn't, because they didn't say any Welsh words in it. It was just a terrible accent. Oh, Borada, said the dragon. Shemai, said the dragon. Oh, trying to we, said the dragon. Didn't say any of that because they didn't say it, as I said. No Welsh, actual Welsh. It was cod Welsh. Stupid Welsh words that weren't Welsh at all. Oh, where are you from? I'm from Wales. I'm in Chorlton and the Wheelies, and I'm the witch from that. That was another Welsh one that wasn't really Welsh, that did a funny, sunny accent. Oh, she went, I am in Chorlton and the Wheelies. Oh, I'm a horrible witch. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible. Anyway, that's not a very good Welsh accent, but it's sort of accurate as to what the witch in Chorlton and the Wheelies was like. Anyway, yeah. I, for a very long time, couldn't do a Welsh accent, even though I am from the place of the Wales, Cymraeg. I am Cymraeg, Cymru. Cymru is the Welsh, and Cymraeg, 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 Cymrog. Yes, Gwyn Helsog, I think, is the Welsh from Gwent, but has died the death it's a dead language. Not Welsh. Welsh is still alive, but the dialect from the area that I live is very, very not well spoken. Apparently, in the 1800s, it's just people saying, "Oh," and that is the accent that they say, and that is the words that is the language of the people of Newport and the surrounding area. Oh, Pontypool. Pontypool. Anyway, not really now, not for many long years, because lots of incomers came, and away went the Welsh language. Nobody spoke on the Welsh. Nobody. Anyway, for many years I couldn't do a Welsh accent. Still can't really when you look at... No, probably still can't. But that's because I was so embarrassed. Incomers! So embarrassed by the way that Welsh people were depicted on the outside world. Englishes used to say terrible things about the Welsh people. And when I went to college, I had a friend that came from the same area as me that went to the same college in Northampton, and she was called Deborah. Hello, Deborah. But everyone at the college called her Blodwen because she had quite a Welsh accent, and I sort of retreated from that. I was like, I'm going to not even acknowledge her, talk to her. I'm going to really not go anywhere near her or admit that I'm also Welsh, because I don't want the mickey taken of me, which was terrible because she was a good friend of mine, and I spent 3 years avoiding her, mainly because I didn't want anyone to make fun of me, which is terrible. I'm a terrible person. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. So I'm very, very sorry, Deborah. I will admit that now. If you were like wondering why I never talked to you at college, it's because I'm a terrible person that did not want to be mocked in the way that you were mocked. She probably didn't mind being called Blodwen. I've never met anyone called Blodwen. Blodwen. White flower. That means Blodwen. I think it means white flower. I'm not very good at Welsh. I've only been learning Welsh for like 2 years, just over 2 years. So even though I'm of an advanced age, I only started work. Apparently, Duolingo has reported that Welsh on their platform is massive. It's the one language that most people are learning. It's the biggest language ever. Loads and loads and loads. It's like there's only about 300,000 people that speak Welsh in Wales, and yet there was 1 million before the start of the lockdown. There's probably 2 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 8 million people learning Welsh. So I'm going to have actually somebody to talk to. Duolingo is bad and good at the same time. Like, I've been learning Welsh for 2 years and I still can't speak Welsh, as is apparent from my Blodwen and my Tup and my Shmai. But I do try. I can read some Welsh, like learning, if you know, the sort of books for dysgwyr, the books for the learners. I can sort of do those, but anything more than that, like I've got one here, I think, just over here. Yes, here it is. Ah! Oh look, Chorlton and the Wheelies. I'm a Welsh witch from Chorlton and the Wheelies. Ah, no. Anyway, no, this book here, which is for learners, and I can just about manage to see I'r Elvis Cymraeg. Understand that. It's the Welsh Elvis. In y car mae'r CD yn chwarae can Blue Suede Shoes. So, in my car is a CD of singing the song Blue Suede Shoes. No, I was in... Anyway, something like that. Something about singing Blue Suede Shoes in the car. So I understand that. My brain yn gweithio in Affachnad. Can't read it, but I know it. Bryn worked in Asda supermarket. I know that says that, but I can't say it. This is it. I can't speak Welsh, but I understand it. Can I sing in Welsh? Not really. Like, no, I can't sing at all, really. Like, I tried to write a sort of Christmas operetta last week, and I was having so much fun. Can I sing in Welsh? I probably can. If I learned a song in Welsh, I'd probably sing that in Welsh, but I'm just like, yeah, I'd have to learn the song, wouldn't I? It's Sosban Fach. That's a Welsh song about a small saucepan. Why not? Because I don't know. I've got a mental block about singing. I never used to stand for the English the British English national anthem because I felt very like, I'm not standing for God Save the Queen, no. And then they would play the Welsh one. I was like, maybe, I don't know, but I don't really know. They're not really the best way to learn the rhythm. Good point. Yeah, singing in a language, that probably will help. Maybe. Quarterly saith, 6:45. My Bryn in meadow, Bryn thought, on them indway. And then he said, Mein flin gyda fi, Mr. Tranter, mae'n an ateb problem gyda car. And then he asked, is there a problem? There's a problem. Then he said, was there a problem with the car? No. Dwi ddim isio. See, that's it. Duolingo says that that's isio. It's isio. Isio. I know it's isio, but it says isio in Duolingo. So that's Duolingo's bad. The automatic voice, it's not a real voice, it's like a robot voice, says some of the words wrong. So it's like very difficult to get out of it because I know it's isio, but isio is how it says it, yeah. The music for the English national anthem is great, but the actual words are not so great, and I didn't really want to stand up for them because I did not agree with the sentiment. In the same way, Duolingo's are lots of dodgy translations, but certainly a dodgy accent with the pretend person. Anyway, the national anthem. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, happy Christmas to you too. Llawen. Nadolig Llawen. I can't see. I haven't because that's one bad thing about Duolingo. A lot of the other languages, like I was doing Portuguese, and Portuguese one, it makes you say the words to get through the lessons. You have to say the words in the microwave, in the poppity ping, in the microdon. You have to say the words into the microphone, and if they do not sound right to the computer, then it will not let you get any further. You go, nope. That didn't sound right. But with the Welsh one, because it's mostly volunteers that do it rather than professional people, it is it? Oh. They are very strange, like Dragdwy, and a lot of panas, which is parsnips. Owen and his panas, that's famously bad. That every single thing, this like obsession with Owen and his parsnips. It's like, why is he's got a nightclub where he sells parsnips? It's like, really? Owen has got a nightclub where he sells parsnips? It's like, he's getting cheap parsnips from England. He's probably not going to be able to do that anymore. What with the situation as it is, it's like, what are you talking about that? And this is like Dragdwy is the first thing it's like Dragdwy. It's like, I'm not a dragon. That means I am a dragon. It's like, I'm definitely not a dragon, and I can't see any conceivable time that I'm going to have to tell somebody that I'm a dragon. Unless I'm in Ivor the Engine as the dragon that lives on the hill. Maybe that can be a thing. It's Dragdwy. It's like, you're the dragon from Ivor the Engine? No, I'm the soup dragon from the Clangers. Dragdwy. Anyway, there's not really any call for that, but I've heard that the Norwegian, that you're talking about weird things and elves and trolls and things. Cardiff or Newport could be handy. I don't know whether there's that many people that speak Welsh. There are Welsh speakers in Newport and Cardiff, but they're not hotbeds of Welsh. Welsh is spoken in pockets. Obviously, people in Cardiff speak it more than in Newport, I think. There are probably pockets of people, but most of the people that speak it in Newport probably aren't necessarily hotbeds. Hotbeds, yes, hotbeds. Yes. Anyway, so I'll just say, this is a good book. I've got another book by her that is a novel, and I'm finding it a little bit harder. I think this is because this is sort of graded, so you start off as a beginner and then it goes on. So I'm sort of struggling by this because then it's more advanced, but I'm not too bad. So, Gavio Guathgo, like wild and crazy gun. Nice, yes. Bethan oedd ysgrifennydd. Bethan was writing. Oh dear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, Heno. That's this evening. Heno. Yes. I say no words. Can you hold the book the right way up? That is the right way up. Am I holding it the wrong way up? I'm not. That's the right way up. Fenestri. Windows. A window into the Welsh. Yes, you're from Newport and you don't speak Welsh. I'm from just up from Newport and I don't speak, well, I speak, I've just demonstrated I don't speak Welsh, but I'm trying. Dysgwyr dwi. A learner am I? I am a learner. It's all backwards. It's like, if you speak like Yoda, then you'll be able to learn Welsh because it's basically the same grammatical structure as the way that Yoda speaks. Yoda dwi. Yoda am I. So if that's how you learn Welsh, it's you're being, is the Mandalorian I like a baby Yoda? I don't know because I haven't seen it, and I know lots of people are spoiling it, even though I haven't seen it, by saying things that I'm like, well, I know nothing about the Mandalorian, except I'm pretty sure I know what happens in the end, which is very strange, really. I'm pretty sure what happens in it, but I don't know. I know Baby Yoda's in it, and everyone's like, well, that's the species, not. Anyway, what I found, and also, the guy that played Boba Fett died this week, and when I was cleaning up, look what I found. Hello, look at this. You tried to learn Mandalorian. You tried to learn, Welsh, I see what you mean. Anyway, I am quite enjoying it. For Duolingo, I was learning a lot of different languages, but mainly Portuguese, which I'm still doing a little bit, but that got slightly, it was like, this is so easy, and then I got to a certain point, I'm like, oh no, now it's not, so I took a break. It was Welsh, this is so hard, and then I took a break, and it seemed a little bit easier. I'm back on the little treadmill since lockdown. I've been doing it for 171 days, that's my streak, 171 days, I've been learning Welsh again. I had been doing it for nearly 250 days, and then one day, I did it 5 minutes too late and it broke my streak, and I was like, no, I'll never get it back. So yes, there it is. Jeremy Bulloch, that was R.I.P. Jeremy Bulloch. I don't know whether that is Boba Fett. It's definitely, now I'm like looking at it, I'm going, I'm not entirely sure actually. It's from Star Wars, I know that for a fact. Anyway, there you go. Look on. Don't hunt my bounty. And yeah, so I'm sort of still not a Welsh speaker, but I'm trying. And I think that I've heard that people that have been learning Welsh for 20 years still call themselves dysgwyr. They're still learners. You're like, for 20 years, you've been learning for 20 years. But then again, I sort of started learning French at school, and that's a long time ago. Let's not go into that, how long it is, and I still can't really speak French. And, yeah, other things. I've got a little bit of Latin, even less Greek, like Shakespeare. Just a little bit of French. A tiny bit of Spanish. Tiny. I started trying to learn Gaelic a couple of weeks. That seemed easy, but because the thing about Gaelic is it's the same structure more or less as English, whereas Welsh is a different structure. So that's the main difference, I think. There's obviously different words, but they're from the same root language, but they've split away. And one of them makes you sound like Yoda, and one of them doesn't. One of them makes you sound slightly Glaswegian. Yes. Anyway, so level canal word. That's canal level. No, that's the middle level. That's sort of in the middle. Yeah, canal word. So it's not. So even if you read all of this, you're not an advanced speaker. It's got words in the back. Look. La 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 la. Wyneb means face. Wyneb. Enig. Lonely. Very enig. Ibabeth Clen. The literature tent. That's if you go to an Eisteddfod. I've been to Eisteddfods in my school. We used to have mini Eisteddfods, but we didn't speak Welsh in them, which is probably not a proper Eisteddfod. But Eisteddfod. But we did do lots of literature, very, very, yes, very valuable in Wales. If you do literature and arts, they're valued, not like in England where heathens in England you are. Yes, but we did value these things. So you'd do recitations and you'd write little poems and draw pictures and you get ribbons. I've talked about this before, but I've never been to a Welsh-speaking Eisteddfod, and I've seen them on the television. They were on S4C, S4C, and I used to really get angry because it's like wow. But yes, oh yes, Happy New Year to you as well, and Happy Christmas. Yeah, see, you speak in Welsh and I speak back to you in English, knowing what you said and being not at all confident in order to speak back. So it's like, yeah, probably not great that I can't. I feel so like nervous about Nadolig Llawen. Yes. Sean Corn. He's Father Christmas. Sean Corn. Yeah, I'm not at all confident about it, but I can probably, at a pinch, understand what people are saying. More or less. Yeah. So anyway, things that have happened this week. Bad things. Hello, English. Yes, you're English, but you're confident enough to write it down and not feel like an idiot for getting it wrong. So that's the confidence of the English. The English are confident, a confident a confident nature and a confident nation that are very, very sure of themselves. Even when they do really stupid things, the English seem very confident of themselves. Whereas the Welsh, even when they're doing really sensible things, are a little bit unsure. Because they don't want to come across as arrogant or stupid, and they don't want people to think badly of them. Now, this is a generalisation, and it's also terribly stereotypical and terrible. And also, that's not actually a real stereotype. That's just something I've just made up, really. I don't think anybody thinks that about any of us. LLDD, FF. That's another one. FF, because very famously, a 1F is a fa, and 2 Fs. No, 1F. 1F is a va. Below. 1F is a va, and 2 Fs is a fa. So if you want a fa, you need to fa it. Did you? Oh well, you're used to you're bicultural. Yes, bicultural, Terry. 2 cultures living as one. Yeah, so Fuffa, because there's a place near me called Varteg, which in English is spelt with a V, and on all the road signs is spelt with a V. And very famously, even though you're supposed to have bilingual, I've said this before, even though you're supposed to have bilingual signs at all times, everywhere in Wales, there was a big, massive fight. For the people of Varteg did not want a Welsh language sign, even though the sign was right opposite a Welsh language school, and the Welsh language school was very vehement that they wanted it in actual Welsh with the Welsh spelling. But obviously, a V is an F, so Varteg would have been everybody would have laughed at it every time they went past it, or stolen the sign. So it stays with a V. It's Varteg, that's how it's pronounced, not with a F, because even though it's still pronounced Varteg, it would have said Farteg to anyone that passed it, and they did not want that. So, yeah, these are things that happen. Yeah, these are things that happen. So it's still not bilingual, even though it should be, because that is the law, and the law is law. See, fenestri, demonstration, that is fenestri, not venestri, because it's double F, which very much fits in with the year. This year has been a double F of a year in many ways. Very, very, very double F this year. Very double F. So maybe we should just move on to next year. In numerology, 2020 is a 4, and 4 is an unlucky number. Next year, 2021, is a 5. Is that right? 5. which is just a number. 5 is nothing but a number. I don't even know what that means in numerology or any 5. 5 is just nothing, isn't it? 5. Got 5 fingers. Not everybody's got 5 fingers, but a lot of people got 5 fingers. 10 actually, but a lot of people have got at least 5 fingers somewhere. A lot of people have got 5. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 things that are on my face, aren't they? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not right either. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not even. I can't find 5 of anything. I don't even know what 5 is. Is it just a place name? Fart egg. Yes, it's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. Is fart egg. I'm doing family history and I found more people in my family tree through the powers of DNA and lots of research. So I found some people called Garland in my family tree, like Judy, except Judy Garland was a stage name. That's not her real name. I found some Garlands and Cornish Garlands, which is Cornish and Garland, because Cornish was the mother's name, Garland was the father's name. So Cornish Garlands. What's a Cornish Garland? It's, I don't know, it's tier 1 Cornish ice cream. Anyway, it's been an experience, hasn't it, this week? Been an experience, ups and downs. Yeah, good news, Eddie Izzard, nice, happy news, and over the engine, nice news, good news. And I've got some Christmas puddings. Good news. And that's it, really. Nothing else. Nothing else has happened at all. Nothing good or bad. There's nothing good nor bad. Yes. Yeah. Something or else makes it so. Whatever. Yeah, let's hope. That's all. Hello. I was just about to go, but hello. You can look back on this, look back on it fondly and see nothing good or bad. Yet I've forgotten the Shakespearean quote. Yes, something or other makes it so. And that's this year. I can't remember this year. Forget about it. Forget it. I'm so sorry too. I'm sorry that I've dragged you into it so late in the day, Doctor. But hello, Doctor. And bye-bye, Doctor. It's really good. And look. Boba Fett. And a hat. Aha! An upside down hat. Got hair on the outside. That's very strange. It's like a spider, isn't it? I don't know. Shall I stick it? Bye. Yes, Boba Fett. It is Boba Fett. That's quite right. It is Boba Fett. Not Boba Fett. I've been calling him Boba Fett, but that's how you pronounce it in Welsh. Boba Fett. But that's not right, because double T isn't a double D. Double D is a... Anyway, Boba Fett, in honour of poor Jeremy Bullock dying and the Mandalorian ending, and a spoiler that I haven't even seen the Mandalorian being given away, even though anything goes, whatever. So yes, happy Christmas and a happy New Year and happy. Maybe I'll do a stream on Christmas Day, seeing as I've got very little else going on that day, really. I'm just going to be here. I may as well. Why not? Yeah, maybe I'll learn a Christmas song in Welsh. I haven't seen it either, no. But I'm going to see Doctor Who in 2 weeks' time. Doctor Who. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you very much for indulging me. As ever, it's been a pleasure. And I'll see you very soon. Maybe on Christmas Day. Yeah, why not? Christmas Day. Oh, and I found some footage of a nature walk I did in summer, so I'll put that too. Bye-bye. Put it sometime, I'm not sure. Bye-bye.